our partners on board to Tatmeen and use the portal in the right way. So this is before we start, this meeting is recorded. After the meeting, we will send you, actually, we will share this recording on the YouTube channel dedicated for the weekly workshops. The link to the YouTube channel, you can find it in the chat of this meeting. It's pinned to the top of the chat. During this call, we will try to answer your questions. So everyone on this call is muted. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. I will allow you to unmute yourself. Then you can unmute yourself and ask your question. If nobody asks any question till 11:30, then we can wrap up the call. I don't see any hands raised. So if anyone is having any question, please raise your hand. Sinapathy, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, Nibal.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, I have a quick question regarding the integration with UAE staging server. So, I'm from Altasub Digital Solutions Private Limited. Our client wants to onboard to UAE Tatmeen staging
Mm-hmm.
by taking Altasub as a solution provider. So, we got the credentials from our client
Okay.
for staging, but we couldn't able to establish the connection between the staging server. So we have the details like GLN details and username and password and API key. So these details we have, but still we couldn't able to establish the connection. Is there any additional details we require to establish the connection to staging?
No, whatever you mentioned is actually all what you need. So you will have to have a B2B user and then log into the API hub using the B2B user, get an API key. So you're saying you have followed all these steps. If you're still facing any issue with your connectivity, please take a screenshot of any message that you are sending to us. You can share it to us by email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae, and the team will review whatever you are doing wrong and they will reply to you with the correction. Make sense?
Yeah, noted, Nibal. Thank
Mhm.
you.
No problem.
And one more thing I want to take some clarity. So is there any secret key sort of a thing we have to maintain while accessing that staging
No.
API?
No,
No.
there's no secret key, nothing. It's just the API key that you will get once, and every
Yeah.
time you connect to Tatmeen, of course, you'll have to request for a code. That's it, which is the common practice in any EDI. So that's the usual. It's all explained in the technical guide for onboarding, the manual that is shared on tatmeen.ae, technical guide for onboarding. Please review this. And if you still face any challenges, please send us an email with details of the issue that you are facing and to onboarding@tatmeen.ae, and we will reply to you with a proposed solution.
Got it, Nimble. Thank you for the information. And there is one more query I have regarding the reporting to UAE Tatmeen. So actually, we have to report that commissioning and aggregation shipping reports to UAE Tatmeen. So my question is related to that instance identifier. Is this instance identifier in the XML file is unique for all the files, or it's basis on the splitting of individual files?
It is the splitting of individual files. So if you are having a file
So,
which is having 100,000 items that you want to split into two separate messages, each message will have a separate message identifier. Each one of them will be 50,000 items because the maximum number of items that you can send in any message is 50,000.
okay, even though if it is the same event, for
Correct.
example, commissioning,
Correct.
I have to split basis 50,000 serial
Yes.
numbers or
And
maybe
each
10
one of
MB.
them, Each one of them separate identifier. Yes,
Okay, I got my answers, Nibal. Thank you very much.
you are mostly welcome. Okay. Again, I don't see any hands raised. If you have any questions, please raise your hand, and I will allow you to unmute yourself and post your question. Ish, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, hi guys. So, Nikhil, just a couple of things over here from my side. One is we have observed the API server, the B2B server connection goes for a downtime without any intimation. Do we have a mechanism such as ping or something like that before we can send the APCS file to know whether the Tatmeen server is online or offline?
To know if it's online or offline?
Yeah.
Health check?
Pardon me?
A health check message?
Yeah, sort of health check message. Yes.
Okay, you can ping a message verification for any of the items that you have in your stock.
Okay, past one.
Pardon?
You mean anyone in the past that we have?
No, the current. You cannot verify a product that is not in your location. But yeah,
Right.
you can try to send the message verification for any product, correct? And you will receive a response from Tatmeen saying this is not found, which means that Tatmeen received your message, your verification request, and they replied, and the system replied to you saying that this item we cannot verify this item for several reasons. We do not give the reasons, but at least you will receive a response saying we cannot this item could not be verified. Um,
Okay.
and that by itself is an indication that the system is live.
Okay.
And by the way, we have our own monitoring. So if the system and we have several instances live of Tatmeen at any moment. If one of them breaks, then immediately we switch to the second instance. We never faced any issue where the system was completely down, out of reach, since we launched in December 2022. So yeah, I think that's covered, and we have also an alerting system in case the servers go down, but that never happened. But still,
Never
you can,
have.
yeah, I'm not saying that this can never happen. No, we live in the real world. So if that happens, you can do the product verification of any item. That might be a good indication for you.
Okay. Fair enough.
Mhm.
Fair enough. The other thing that I wanted to understand is to some of the clients that we have when they try to report commissioning. Basically, I'm talking about MAHs that are trying to report commissioning via Tatmin portal. They get errors such as unable to decode GTIN,
Yes.
but that's it. I mean, it's mostly a blind guess. We check whether the brand sync is active or not, whether the product is shared on brand sync, all those things. But can we have more details?
No,
Uh,
unfortunately, because there might be more than 200 possible reasons why this item could not be verified. This item is not on Tatmeen. The URN format that you sent is incorrect. The GCP of the company that you shared is wrong, etc., etc., etc. The list goes on and on and on. So, unfortunately, we tried to check that. There are hundreds and hundreds of reasons. Clarifying that in a message is almost impossible. So what you're doing by maintaining a checklist of possible reasons why this is happening might be the best
right.
approach. in simple words, what happens is we receive an item from you, and that item or that message does not match with the database. Why it doesn't match? As I told you, it's probably the GCP, it's probably the GTIN, again hundreds of reasons. The system cannot determine which of those reasons is the root cause of it. The only thing the system would know is that this item is not in Tatmeen, correct? So
Okay.
then this
Correct.
means that you have to follow your own troubleshooting and your own checklist to find out why.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. So no, we are maintaining our own checklist for such kind of issues with our which our clients are facing. But that's another part. Lastly, we have seen the recent updates that you have done, the release note that is sent out. Uh, However, with uh, receipt event, the change that has happened like three releases back, where you know the source GLN was made non-mandatory, right? Based on that particular thing, I have a doubt if say, there are two or three locations of same supplier who's sending the goods. Will Tatmin be able to still decode the GLN without having the source entered? I mean, will not it create a conflict?
Oh, what do you mean? I didn't get you.
Uh, so in
I
in
know the case. I know the case that we made it not mandatory, but what case you're referring to that might be causing a confusion?
so this is a case which came to us from one of the CMO of a MH.
Okay.
Currently, the MH does not have an account, but CMO has an Tatmin account, and CMO is ready to do the reporting. But Tatmin
Hmm.
was unable to, I mean, Tatmin was not allowing CMO to ship it. And before that, I think it's again that operational challenges that are facing. So I think no, it's okay. I understand the change that you guys have made from the distributor perspective in UAE or the reporting perspective in UAE, which is very very welcoming. But there are European customers who don't understand that. I mean, they are unable to understand. And also, okay, this is a use case. This has happened with us where they have physically physically they have shipped from location A, but the good was written to location B. I mean, the
Yes,
good was
that is
written
possible.
to,
That is possible. Yes,
that is
that is
possible.
possible on Tatmin. Yes, that is possible on Tatmin. When you are doing a return,
Uh,
for on the portal, for example, you can specify which GLN you want to return it to. So instead of returning it to location A, as you mentioned, you want to return it to location C. So I am location B, I received it from location A. I don't want to return it back to location A. I want to return it to location C. That is possible on the portal. You can check on the portal activities. You can determine the GLN that you want to return the items to, and it will be
but
considered as a new shipping event.
it will be considered as new shipping event altogether.
Yes, the ship will be cancelled, and there is a new ship that will be sent to the new to location C. Please go through it. It's in the training manual explained, and you can test it on the portal as well.
Okay, okay, we'll check into this. Thank you for
Mhm.
this information.
Yep. No problem. No problem. All right, Ashish. Thank you. Thank you. Mhm. Hari Chandra, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi Nibal,
Hello.
I'm from Altius itself.
Hmm.
So my doubt is like instead of using the portal, I'm trying to establish the connection to the API itself. So I only have the client token or the API key. How am I supposed to establish the connection? Because when I'm trying to hit the product verification API, it is giving me unauthorized that it need a JWT token as well. So not from the portal, from an API point of view, how can I send files and all to the Tatmeen?
You can check the training, the technical guideline. The technical guideline explains to you everything and what you need to put in the message.
Yeah, so the guideline tells me that you need a client ID token and application
Correct,
secret key.
correct.
So, yeah, so from where can I get the application secret key?
From the
That's
client,
what I.
from your client only. You, as a software company, you are not entitled to connect to Tatmeen directly using your own credentials. You do not have a legal stance in front of the ministry to get credentials to Tatmeen. All what you can get is a username and password created by the MAH, by any MAH or license agent, but you cannot connect directly to Tatmeen.
Okay, so in order to connect you through API, I need both the client ID token and the API secret key that will be
Correct,
given to me by the
correct,
MAH.
correct, correct, correct. Yes.
And in order to send the file, like the APCI's messages, I have the complete XML file. So how am I supposed to send you the file? What we are doing, we are using a cloud service to store all those things. So do I need to show you the file path, or how I'm supposed to send the file to you?
Please review the technical guideline for onboarding. If you have any questions specific on that, please let us know. Any clarification that is not explained in details in the technical guideline.
Okay, understood. I'll
Mhm.
go back. Yeah,
Sure,
sure.
sure. Okay, okay. Thank you.
I have one more query.
Sure.
Can I send multiple lots in a single delivery with the same product? Will Tatmin
Yes,
will accept
yes, yes. Multiple lots, correct. As long as
in a
it's a
single
single
product?
in a single shipping permit, then yes.
Yeah.
Multiple
Mm.
lots that are part of the same shipping permit, then yes.
Yeah, got
Mhm.
it, Anibal. I have one more
That is
query.
that is also explained in the technical guideline of for
Sh-
manufacturer.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah. I have one more query
Sure.
regarding the instance identifier.
Yeah.
Is the instance identifier unique for both commission and aggregation and shipment when there is no splitting?
It will be one instance identifier. And sorry, Harish, that is also you can download the Postman collection to view it. It is one instance identifier per message, regardless of what activities you send in the message. Commissioning aggregation, commissioning shipping, commissioning aggregation and shipping. It's all as long as it's one message, then it's one message identifier.
Yeah, I am sending two messages. Commission aggregation is one, shipment is one. So in that case, I have to maintain two different
Correct,
instance identifiers, right?
correct, correct.
Yeah, if
And
it is a
again,
single message, only one. If it is multiple messages, I have to maintain individual instance identifiers. Am I correct?
correct. And
Yeah.
one more thing, one more time. Sorry to be so iterative here, but this is also explained in the technical guideline.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Mhm.
you, Nubal. Thank you so
No
much.
problem. No problem. Have a good day. Thanks. Saifuddin, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, good morning. I'm Saifuddin from Gulf Merch.
Hmm?
Actually, I would like to know we are using the B2B user Honeywell port. So how we can ship the product to the customer?
Okay. Please
So
go to technical guideline for onboarding. Make sure that you have your API key. Follow the instructions on how to obtain the API key from the technical guideline for onboarding.
mm,
Then if you want to do the shipping event, the shipping event is explained in the technical guideline for logistics. That's a separate because logistic companies they do ship, receive, pack, unpack. So we explained that in details in the technical guideline for logistics.
shipping events,
Pardon?
shipping events.
Technical guideline for onboarding, there is the
Mm,
shipping event explained there.
okay, actually, I already requested for the API key, and also someone in the some API there's an email to the API, how to create the API key, and also I created one API key that one can use for the API key.
The B2B user can be
Yeah.
used to obtain an API key. The
Yes.
process
Yes.
of how to obtain an API key is explained in the technical guideline for onboarding. You can check that training manual, that guideline. It will explain to you how to obtain a technical an API key
Mm.
using a B2B user.
Okay. How many API keys in one user? Only one or?
It's also explained in the technical guideline for onboarding. You can create as many as you want.
Okay.
Per user, it's one per user, but it depends
Oh,
on how many applications you subscribe to. Please refer to the technical guideline for onboarding. If you still have any questions, please inform us and tell us that you did not find the answer to that question in the guideline. Okay, we will answer you and we will add it in the future releases of the technical guideline.
okay.
Mhm. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't think we have any more questions, so we can wrap up this call. Again, this call was recorded and we will share the recording with everyone on the YouTube channel. If you have any questions, please send us an email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae and we'll be more than happy to help you. Thanks for joining this weekly workshop and talk to you hopefully next week. Have a great day. Thank you. Sorry, I think we have one more question. Deepa, can you please unmute yourself? Deepa, can you unmute yourself? Okay, I think this was it. Deepa, if you have any question, please send it to onboarding@tatmeen.ae. Have a great day, everyone.